真を確認。
Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with a new video on Isekai, Slime Isekai Memories, and once again I will be making another helpful guide on which characters I would recommend people to take a look at in terms of whether you want to summon for this particular characters or characters you want to summon for, characters that are going to be very helpful and very good. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you want to see more content and you want to get notified when I make new content on Slime Isekai Memories, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Once again, I will be taking a look at this Isekai Memories database, and I will once again link it down in the description. Now, to come up with the characters I would recommend people to summon for, characters I recommend people to look at and use, I basically read over all the skills for the 5-star characters and took a look at characters I felt like the skills are going to be very helpful in clearing out the content. So this is basically my list, my opinion, and I'm not going to say that this is 100% accurate, but I would say that it's probably like 80% accurate. Obviously I need to go ahead into the game, test out the particular characters I'm talking about, but I do have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 particular characters that I feel like are going to be very useful to have. Obviously I'm not saying that all the characters that I'm going to mention are the best, but I feel like some of them have some type of abilities that are going to be good. So I will be using this database over here to show you the skills I think will make them very nice. So the first character we're going to be talking about is Chancellor of Tempest. Because there's many versions, I will have to talk about which particular one I'm talking about. So I'm talking about the Chancellor of Tempest, so the character at number 5. If you guys are looking at the spreadsheet, I'm talking about the number 5 character over here. The reason why I put him in the list is because if you take a look at his battle skill 1, basically he's able to increase all allies attack by 35%. Now however, this only works for 1 turn, so you definitely want to use this first before you focus or before you buff before you use your main DPS character. And because this is a huge AoE buff, this is going to be very helpful if you want to do extra damage. So this buff over here is going to buff up your team's entire attack, which is going to be fantastic. And then you also have another ability that can buff up the defense, which means he's going to be a buffer character that is going to help you out multiple chances, because he's able to increase your attack and at the same time also increase your defense. So very fantastic character. His secret art ability as well, it targets every single enemy, which is also fantastic. Huge AoE. And yeah, with this character, all I took a look at was his battle skill 1 and battle skill 2 to come up with my opinion on him, and decided that he was going to be a very good character to use. So yeah, tell me down in the comment section if you agree with this character being on this list of characters you guys should focus on. I personally feel like he should be your number 1 priority at the moment, because there isn't a character out there. I don't think there's that many characters out there that can buff up your attack and buff up your defense at the same time. So moving on to the next character, we have Hakuru. Now Hakuru, the reason why I put him in this list is for his ability to decrease all targets defense. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Decrease all allies defense by 25%. This only lasts for 1 turn, and he's also able to increase all allies crit rate by 30%. So imagine you buff up the damage with using your what's it called, Chancellor of Tempest, the Chancellor of Tempest, and then you also use Hakuru over here by increasing the crit rate and then using one huge DPS character. I feel like this is going to be very amazing. So his battle skill 1 ability is truly amazing. Moving on to his battle skill number 2, decreases a single target's counter attack rate by 30%. Now I'm not really too sure how counter attack is going to be very important in the battle, but because I know there is a protection character out there that can increase the counter rate, I feel like this ability over here could be useful. But yeah, I do need to test this out. Once again, with this video, what I'm doing is taking a look at the skills of particular characters I feel are going to be very good. So Hakuru, the only one I really focused on was his ability to decrease defense by 25% and also increase the crit rate, which is going to be very helpful for other units. However, his secret art is only a single target attack. However, I feel like even if it's a single attack, the damage he deals can be very good. Now another character that I feel like you should take a look at, maybe worthwhile using, is Trini over here. The reason why I say that is because she's probably one of the few healers in the game. There isn't that many healers in the game. So if you take a look at her skill, battle skill 1, heals whole allies HP by 25%. Now I'm not really too sure how important heals are in this game, because I do know there's a couple of games out there that healers are not even needed, because all you want to do is focus on huge DPS damage. However, I feel like being one of the few characters that can heal up your team, I feel like this character can be very useful if you want to make sure you have a safe passage through story. But I would say that she isn't going to be a character you should particularly reroll for, because when you reroll for characters, you want to aim for characters that are going to do a huge amount of damage. And to be honest, she is only a healer and a debuffer. A character I would say that has her uses, but a character I would say not to reroll for, because you never ever reroll for healers, you reroll for attackers. So anyways, Trini is one of the characters I would say you should take a note of. Now moving on to another good character, we're going to be moving on to Merlium, sorry, I keep butchering the character's name. So there's a couple of versions of Merlium, but the one I'm talking about is the Dragon Margin. The reason why I decided to put her on this list of characters to note of is because of the ability to increase all allies guard penetration by 40%. So I think with this ability is basically like increasing your damage. It's basically sort of like true damage, but not really true damage. And if you take a look at a battle skill 1, increases activation soul of combos damage by 60%. I feel with this, does that mean that you're able to dish out more attacks? I'm not really too sure what the soul of combos is, but because I know that the percentage is quite high and I feel like this is also going to be a very useful skill, I decided to put her on this list of characters to take a look at and see if you guys want to reroll for her, because this ability over here is pretty good. Increases our own critical damage as well by 20%. You probably want to increase the crit rate to make sure that she's definitely critting, so you can have that buff of crit damage being procced. Another particular character I wanted you guys to take a look at is Gazelle. Now this is actually the 5-star character I have on my account. Not really too sure if I want to keep this account, but I feel like he is like a debuff or a buffer character, and I feel like he could actually deal quite a bit of damage. So if you take a look at his battle skill 1, increases own attack by 20%, increasing own crit rate by 20% as well. So if you put that and you want him to deal extra damage, I feel like this is going to be very amazing. However, this buff only works for himself, so he's going to be a selfish unit. I'm not too sure whether I would say he's a must-have character, because I feel like if a character is selfish, he's not really going to help out the team overall. But I feel like even if he's selfish, it might mean that he's going to deal a huge amount of damage. If you take a look at his battle skill 2, increases own crit damage by 10%, increases own defense by 20%. So I feel like he does have the survivability and also has the ability to buff himself up with his damage. So I feel like this could be a very good character, but maybe not a team player overall. Moving on to another character, we got Benimaru, sorry. So he is basically a damage dealer, so decreases a single target pierce power by 10%, Samurai General of Hellfire. So he has the ability to increase his own attack by 25%, increase soul of secrets damage by 10%, and with his battle skill 2, decreases a single target's pierce attack by 10%. However, I feel like his damage is just going to be overall amazing, and yeah, that's why he's on this list. Not too much to say about him. I'm still skeptical about whether he's going to be a huge DPS unit. However, I feel like his ability to buff up himself and his secret house being AoE, it makes him very nice. But it says a fire magic attack, so you probably want to use him in a fire team to utilize him extremely well. The next character I'm going to be talking about is going to be Beretta. Now, the reason why I'm talking about Beretta is because I have a feeling he's just going to deal a huge amount of damage. Now, obviously, like I said, with this video, I just went over my opinion on certain characters that I thought are going to be good. I'm not saying that 100% of the characters I talked about are going to be must-have units or the best characters in the game. Maybe I even skipped some of the best characters in my video. But if I have more information on why certain characters are better, I will make an updated guide on which characters to focus on. So yeah, it's been your boy AC Gamer. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that post notification is on so you guys get notified when I make a new video. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.
it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony.